Let's make the perfect Thanksgiving turkey.
Maple chili brined Thanksgiving turkey.
And we're gonna use the MEATER Plus to make sure we cook it perfectly.
Well, let's get going. You have to do 3 things to make the perfect Thanksgiving turkey. Number 1.
Buy a really good turkey, don't get the cheap one.
Number 2.
Dry brine it.
And number 3.
You gotta cook it to the perfect temperature and not 1 degree more, and we're gonna show you how to do that with the MEATER Plus.
All right, let's go ahead and dry brine this bird.
Here's why you dry brine. First of all, it gets seasoning all the way into the bird. Second of all, it breaks down the proteins in the bird and relaxes them so it doesn't squeeze out the juices when you cook them. And you do a dry brine, not a wet, so you get super crispy skin.
You can go ahead and make your own dry brine if you want, or you can go to spiceology.com, collaborations, and look for the Grill Dads and pick up some of our dry brines, like the Fall Guy, which we're gonna use today, maple chili brine. Can I dry brine it now?
You take 2 to 3 teaspoons per pound of turkey, and you evenly distribute that in the cavity, under the skin, and on top of the skin. Put it on a rack, because you don't want it to sit in its own juices, and put it in the fridge for 36 to 48 hours. The dry brine is on. Now it needs to go into the fridge for a critical step. This is 36 hours uncovered, and it's gonna have time to get all the way into all of the meat of the turkey, and you're gonna do it uncovered so it dehydrates the skin. It'll get extra crispy when you put it in the smoker.
That's all she wrote.
Fridge. All right, the dry brine process is done. Now we've got to get it set up with our MEATER probe.
Yep. Look, we don't bow down to corporate sponsors, right, Mark?
Yeah, we certainly don't. But today's episode was brought to you by MEATER. One of the most important things to know when you're cooking a turkey is if it reaches the perfect temperature in the smoker or the grill, it's going to be overcooked by the time it gets on your plate.
That's right.
It keeps cooking after it comes out. We call that carryover temperature. One of the brilliant things about MEATER is the app helps you calculate how much carryover cooking is going to happen after you remove it. The most critical part of the turkey to hit is the actual breast meat, because that's what can dry out. There's a lot more fat inside of the dark meat, so that's gonna be a little more forgiving. So you want to get the probe to be in the middle of the thickest part of the breast meat. There's 3 really important parts of the probe. The tip, which is gonna go into the meat and tell you the temperature of the meat. This notch here, which is gonna tell you how far you need to go into the meat. You have to go at least to that notch. The handle at the end is gonna give you the ambient temperature, so you're gonna wanna get this into the turkey until the meat is between the notch and the handle. You wanna get the tip of the probe to be in the middle of the thickest part of the breast meat.
About right there. When you put the MEATER Plus in, you want to make sure you get it past the safety notch. However, you don't want to hit bone. If you hit bone, it's actually going to cause the temperature to be off. Now we're going to go ahead and cook the turkey. We're going to start the Traeger at 500 degrees. We're going to get it really hot. What we want to do is crisp the skin, get some really good color. That's how you gauge it. You want to make sure the color is awesome, nice and golden brown. You're going to take the turkey out, let it rest for a couple minutes. Then you're going to turn down the Traeger, 250 degrees, and slide the turkey back in. So Mark, how long do we cook this bird?
I don't know, because I don't cook to time, I cook to temperature. And what is that perfect temp, Faye?
Well, I don't know that either, because we're gonna let the MEATER app tell us.
The app is gonna calculate the temperature of the meat and the ambient temperature of the grill and figure out how long it's gonna cook after we take it out and tell you the perfect time to take it off.
That's right.
Till then, you don't fucking know.
Beers.
Hey, Faye, we gotta put it on the grill.
Oh, right. Sorry. We'll do this first, then beers. Oh man, does that smell good.
All right, we're gonna stand here and wait for the carryover cooking to happen. And it's gonna rest. All the juices are gonna redistribute. That way they stay in the bird instead of ending up on the cutting board. One last little break.
What should we do while we wait, Mark?
We've let this rest for about 20 minutes. You can really leave it for 30 or 40 minutes even.
Happy Thanksgiving from MEATER and the Grill Dads.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. Is there any more?